Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. Someone did mention that the game sound was a bit too loud and they couldn't really hear me. So we're going to do that and hope that helps. I don't really want to turn up the microphone any more than it already is because it does pick up a lot of background noise and I'm just not interested in that. So hopefully that made it a little bit more enjoyable for that person that mentioned that, and I do apologize for that. I did notice it, but I always forget to change things like that when I'm playing. So today we do have a couple of things in our inventory. If you look in my toolbar, the most noticeable is we have a BCU crafted. I don't know that we're going to build it today or place it today, but we do have it crafted. And that's an option to just go ahead and do that and get it out of the way. We do need to place our door frame here. Come on, door frame. I want to rotate it so that it's on the proper side because we are going to be, adding more foundations and things here. And this is actually going to be the inside of the base, and this is going to be the outside of the base. It's not going to be a really, really huge base at all by any stretch of the imagination. Didn't want a huge base this season, but I do want more detail in the base this season. So instead of being all squared off like this, we are going to do some of the rounded things and, try to make a nicer base this season. Um, I wanted to place that down here. So number 6, again, let's just go ahead and get you right there. And, I don't really see that it's going to hurt anything. But just going ahead and placing the BCU. Just let these guys start building. I mean, we don't even have a roof over our heads yet, but we are going to start working on this base. We are really going to have to get started now. We do have our first and only lockpick. We do try to craft them sometimes, but we never really make a huge effort for it. And if you notice, I do have 91 of 91 health now. I did catch a large fish overnight, so we do have these fish steaks, and they are probably going to go bad before we have both of the ones that are remaining. We did end up with 4 of those, which was lovely because we did burn a couple pieces of meat yesterday, and that really was not my intention at all. I simply just got busy with stuff. I had to, pause the game, step away for a bit, and I was just doing some resource gathering, and things like that do happen. One of the things that I want to see how hard it's going to be to make is the workbench. And other than having the mass fabricator and extra power, it's going to take a bit. So what do we need for power storage? We could potentially do that with a little bit of extra work, meaning, just gathering some more wood, making an effort for that, letting the base generate enough power and mass so we don't have to worry about doing any of that. Mass storage is the same way, we just need wood for that. So we might go ahead and get that up and going today, hopefully, and then we're going to have to work on the mass fabricator as well. Again, something we can do, we just have to work on letting the base generate power and mass on its own. So we do need to chop quite a bit of wood. We do need to make an effort for that today while we're out and about. I do want to refuel this fire. I don't really want it to go completely out. And there is a crack there. I'm not sure why. I guess it's just because there isn't really a foundation underneath it. So we're going to work on that. Did we end up eating the apple or did it go bad? I think we ate it, which is good. We didn't want it to go bad. So we do have some ores. I do have a pickaxe in my inventory. So having that is nice. Oh, no. I need those. I don't know where they went, but I do need them. So it's fishing tackle that I ended up tossing out. It's a complete accident. Did not mean to do that at all. I do need to gather myself some more sandstone because we are going to be needing it for glass work. But it's going to be a bit, but I also want to just get a jump on it. Get going on it, Make sure that we have it. We have it available for use in the future. And there is a piece underneath the base. I do see it under there. Maybe we'll just swim through underneath and be able to grab it. It wasn't completely under the base. Okay. Hopefully you guys can still hear the game quite well. Okay, so we did get some sandstone, and we have that in our inventory, so hopefully we don't die. I did craft myself a fish trap. We just don't have any bait for it. So I'm going to have to keep a few extra things in my inventory, things that normally I would not have on me while we're out and about today. But I do want to grab some of these ores if possible. I did bring the one lockpick that we did get. I also need to consider the fish trap because we do need fish oil to make the medicinal tonic. So there's that. You know, we're going to need that for the winter, and that's not something that you can just get this winter. I mean, you can, but you have to poke a hole in the ice and do all that ice fishing stuff. And I just prefer to have it on hand so that we don't necessarily have to worry ourselves about it or stress about having it. It's very pretty down that direction. I really hope that this is a place that we can get to in the future because it is very, very pretty. And I understand he is still, you know, expanding on this map. He is, ooh, our BCU is now showing on the map. That's nice. Which also means that tonight at midnight, the hunters should start spawning in, which is not great. We're not prepared for those, so hopefully we'll just avoid them and not have to die or anything like that. That is also a possibility, guys, that we will die to those guys. This is not a permadeath series. I have mentioned that several times. This is not a permadeath series. I don't plan on, you know, ending the series if we die. We're just going to hopefully grab our stuff and pick up our bootstraps or pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and keep moving. So let's just go ahead and see if we can chop this without making the pig mad, because they can break your leg or kill you or whatever they choose to do. And they are pretty vicious. One more log, I think. Yeah, we did get the worm. That was the last one. Just wanted to make sure that we get everything today. Everything that we can see for sure. We do have the fish that we do need to go ahead and eat a piece of. Hopefully the one piece doesn't go bad, but if it does, I completely understand that, you know, sometimes we're just going to have food to go bad. We do need to get the refrigerator going, but that's going to be in the future for sure. I usually try to craft 2 of those, one for meat and one for veggies, because now that the veggies go bad, you know, it really sucks, but it is what it is. And I hate to use that term, but it really is the truth. I mean, if you really think about it, the vegetables go bad at your house, even though they are in the fridge sometimes. They still go bad. So, yeah. Fruit definitely goes bad, even in the fridge. And certain things go bad quicker than others. So there's always that, you know. Let's just see if we can chop this 6-log tree as well, because again, we're going to need the wood, we're going to need planks, we're going to need all of this lovely stuff if we want to continue working on the base, getting all the things that we want to get. I do think we're going to need the workbench as well for the better stove. It is something that I wanted to check on, but I forgot about it. I would love to kill some rabbits, guys. I really want to kill some rabbits. We do need lots and lots of cloth. Hopefully we can find a locked crate today as well. If we don't, that's okay. Also, if you're going to find the rabbits, girl, please try not to scare them, because they do run away, and they run quite far as well. I'm not sure where this rabbit went to, but hopefully we can see it before it sees us this time. Maybe that's not going to happen. I do want the plant fiber that I did see over here. I was pretty sure that I did see one over here. Right on the bank of the water. I guess not. There is one over here though. There's a crate just here as well. The plant fiber is great for fuel bricks when we do get the better stove. They do seem to last a lot longer. The stove itself lasts, the wood, even if you place wood inside the stove, it does last a bit longer. If I can just get my mouth to function. I'm really thirsty today, guys, and I don't understand that. I mean, it is a little bit warm in my house. I am doing laundry and all of that lovely stuff, and it is quite warm in here. But it's not warm enough that I should be thirsty. And drinking water is not me at all. But I've been drinking a lot of water today. I drank about 40 to 60 ounces today, which is a bit strange for me. Okay, there is that the cat? Nope, that's a deer. So speaking of deer, I did have two outside my house today. I did take the pup out for a walk earlier, and the deer didn't even seem to mind. It was the mama deer and a fawn, or a female deer and a fawn, whatever you want to call it. I call it a mama deer. And they didn't even seem to mind that I was out there with the dog. I mean, he wasn't barking or anything at the deer, but they didn't seem to mind that we were that close. You know, we were pretty close to them as well. I mean, they acknowledged that we were there. They didn't seem to really care. It was beautiful to see them. I love to see nature, guys. I cannot wait to get into the new house because there's just so much of that there. There's lots and lots and lots of wildlife. My mom had seen a bear there already, a black bear. And then, of course, there's always the deer and the coyotes and all of that stuff that we have here. Elk, of course. You know, we have a abundance of elk where I live. So there's that. But I really, really enjoy seeing all that. Okay, so we did chop the tree. There's a chicken down there that ran away. How are we doing with food? Do we need... Let's just eat one of these apples. And then the other one shouldn't go bad too quickly. Hopefully not anyway. So yesterday, or in between episodes, I was doing some resource gathering. And I ended up stepping off the edge of one of these rocks and breaking my leg. Fortunately, I did have a splint in my inventory and bandage because, you know, that happened. We were bleeding. We got down to about 30 health. That was a bit scary. I didn't want to die without you guys being here and, you know, being able to witness what had happened. I think it may have been something like this rock. I mean, I was just gathering these ores and there was a bear pretty close by. So I just stepped off of the rock and it just, you know, I just didn't realize how high up it was. It did break my leg. Can I get this piece of copper without falling off the edge of the rock? I think so. Very, very nice. Can I get back up here? Yeah. Whoa! Hello, brown bear. No. No, thank you. Okay, let's just keep going. Is there a crate here? There's a crate to my left as well. Another apple. That's lovely. I mean, they were the forbidden fruit last season. And up until food spoilage happened. But now I just, you know, eat them when I can and when I need to. I am carrying my shotgun ammo on me because I would love to craft myself a shotgun very soon. Even if it is just a pump shotgun, guys. I would really, really love to get that done. I do think I'm going to need weapons parts, though, for the double barrel. Which means I'm going to have to find and kill some rogues at some point. I would love to be able to get the recurved bow as well. That is the best weapon in the game. Hands down, it's the weapon that I use the most. That and the double barrel. But I really, really enjoy that recurved bow as well. This is a great rock for ores as well. Very, very nice. I didn't know this place had a place like this. You know, a place to get lots and lots of resources, ores. I had a couple of people in the very first episode mention that this is going to be a difficult build because there really wasn't a place for resources here. Hopefully that was just, you know, someone who was maybe either having a hard time in their own game with resources, you know, that weren't spawning in, or maybe it was just someone who didn't understand exactly where I was on the map. And I'm very hopeful that that is the case because I really want to be able to build here because it is such a beautiful, beautiful location. We are away from everything on the map. You know, we do need to get out and explore the map a bit, but I want to be able to craft myself or to be able to build myself an outpost when we do get out exploring because I want to be able to stay out for a bit and you know, just have that opportunity. Okay, and I do want to have like a fridge and solar panels and all of that stuff at the outposts, because I really enjoy, you know, being able to just go there if it's late and we get caught out, and you know, have everything that I need as far as food goes. We do plant a plant bed full of tomatoes normally at each of the outpost locations. I do know where I am located currently on the map. There will have to be no less than 2 outposts in this game. Probably a third one, because we are going to be needing one in the cave system as well. So I will definitely say 3 outposts minimum, counting the cave. 2 above ground, 1 below ground, and I do understand that is going to take a lot of resources as well to get those up and going. Even though it is just a 1 foundation structure, I do need to have the solar panels and the wind turbines to keep the fridges and things going. So I wonder, and if any of you guys know this, please let me know in the comment section. I do read every single comment. I've been super busy lately, and I haven't been responding to every comment. But I do read all of them. I acknowledge that they're all there. I do read them and appreciate every single comment that has been left. So if you know if the wind turbine or solar panel works in the cave, please let me know in the comment section. I don't expect it to, but you never know. I mean, it is a game, and I'm sure that someone in the comment section or in this, you know, community has tried that, just, you know, testing it out for testing purposes. And I just want to know if that is an option. It's an option to have a fridge in the cave system, because there's mushrooms down there. There's bat meat that we can get. I know that doesn't sound appealing, but it is food. I wonder if I'll break my leg here. Don't fall. Don't. Just a little bit more. Easy does it. Easy. Easy. Okay. So iron is doing pretty good overall. We have about 40 pieces of iron, give or take a piece or 2. So that's nice, you know, having that amount of iron to start with when we do get the refinery up and going, because iron is a very big necessity in this game, as well as zinc. Zinc is even more important, guys, and if you find zinc in the game, I don't care if it's on day 1, harvest that stuff. It is super important these days, and when you start making and crafting the ATV, you will realize what I'm saying is the absolute truth. It is just ridiculous at the amount of zinc required to craft the ATV, as well as black crystal. I mean, probably should have waited and placed the BCU. I don't know if the cave hunters would have been down there or not, but it would have been nice to get some black crystal before, you know, those guys were in the game. So last season we ended up turning off the hunters until we got enough black crystal to be able to, you know, craft the ATV or whatever, just for showcase purposes. But I don't think this season that we're going to do that unless my mind changes. We'll just make several trips down there and hopefully we survive it. There is tons and tons of ammo required to make multiple trips into the cave. But, you know, we'll slowly build up our black crystal stash. So there's that, you know. It'll take a bit of time to get that up and going. Beach Bum was very kind, and she left me a message saying that there was a cave entrance over here, I think, on the map. I might be mistaken. Maybe she was talking about, you know, the best place to get pearls or kelp. But I really want to think she said there was a cave entrance over here. This is a very pretty location as well. Can you imagine, guys, just waking up and having this little waterfall in the backyard? Wouldn't that be lovely? My husband and myself need to think about some type of little small water feature for the new location, or the new house, sorry. That would just be nice to have a water feature. A very small one, of course, maybe just some type of little goldfish pond or something outside. That would be nice to have. Okay, so you're a deer. A deer, a female deer. But I'm not interested in killing you right now. I will need your antlers at some point. But it does seem like deer is very, very common over here as well. So our one piece of fish did go bad. I really wish I would have caught that, because we really could have, you know, had that for food already. We're getting pretty desperate for protein. Hey there, chicken. Darn it, you stopped when I thought you were going to keep walking. Darn it, chicken. So I might have to do some more fishing tonight. Doesn't seem like my luck with chickens and small game is working out today. I scared off the only rabbit that I've seen, and that was a bit of cloth as well. I've scared off this chicken twice now. Is this a plant fiber over here or a something? Plant fiber. It could have been a medicinal plant that I thought it was as well. Okay. So we did a tiny bit of building. We did place the BCU. We did some exploring, I think. Let's just check the map. Maybe a little bit of exploring. It does seem like this area is almost completely open, except for the snowy ridge here. But this is over near the northern lake, and I don't see one of those over here on this side. So I don't think there's a cave entrance, but maybe there is a better place to get kelp and pearls. Probably like on this side. I do think that would be a better location. There is a little area right here where you can walk across. I do think that she mentioned maybe like right in here would have been the best place for pearls and kelp. But we are going to start heading back home. And we are heading in the right direction. A crate has spawned in over here, which is nice. Let's just take all of that lovely loot. Cannot wait to get started building, guys. I mean, really, really building. Making a lot of progress. I really enjoy that in this game. But unfortunately, we do need wood and nails and plant fiber and all of that lovely stuff, and we do need zinc. We are going to grab the zinc every single time that we see it now, because so much of it is necessary. Okay, so we have another building crate, which is lovely. I'm getting a little bit more used to the R button idea, so I am using that quite a bit more now. The crates seem to have started spawning in, unless this is just the direction that we came. It seems like if you backtrack the exact same direction you came or went, you seem to find more crates. Or at least that's been my experience. You know, even if we found a locked crate right now, we wouldn't have the room for the material. Although finding some sinew would be nice. There's a crate way up on that rock. And I don't know if it's going to be possible to grab that one. The ones that you can see from a long distance like that are probably locked crates, and I have no idea if that's the case, but it just seems like that for me. So way up on top of that rock was a crate. If it's a locked crate, I'm going to be disappointed because I might have to sacrifice a few things. And I'm not sure I can even get up there. There's some zinc down here. It'll be very interesting to see where these guys spawn in now. I do have it on easy mode, so I think we're only going to get 2 bases in the very beginning. But I will be switching that up to normal mode pretty quickly when we're a bit settled, Definitely not a locked crate, but a crate nonetheless. Planks and a bandage. Blueberries. I'm not complaining at all. Okay, we did end up finding a protein bar yesterday as well. We do need to drink our little tiny bit of water. And I'm going to have to do some fishing tonight. So I'm not sure if it's a new thing that's happening in the game or not. But I ended up losing my bait last night. And I've never had that happen before. So that was different for me for sure. If it was just something like, you know, I kept my bait in the water too long without catching a fish, or whatever the case may have been, unfortunately I did lose a piece of fish bait last night. At least they're not too expensive to craft. It is starting to get very dark, so I am just heading home pretty quickly. I don't want to be caught out after dark, because, I mean, I didn't bring my glow stick. Well, I did, but I don't like it. It doesn't do very much work. It doesn't give off very much light at all. Okay, so we are getting pretty close to home. I do need to stop and grab a couple more ores, of course. Thought there was a crate back there. I do need to make myself another pickaxe. I'm going to also have to craft another crate when we get home as well. Because I do have a couple of things that need to go in storage that I'm not going to be needing right away. Yeah, let's just get home. Drop off a lot of this loot. Get another storage crate. We're going to try to move everything inside this time. I mean, we only have the one foundation. Maybe two foundations inside that we can use. Go away, bear. I'm not interested in you or your shenanigans. Just go away. Okay, so I don't think we can make the jump from here. We did. That was super, super scary. I was holding my breath. Sandstone is nice. We do have a need for it. I think our kelp is mostly spawning in back here at the falls itself. But having that piece of kelp is nice. Definitely. Still getting... I can still see a little bit in here, but it is getting pretty dark. See if we can get this piece of sandstone as well. Not horrible. Not a horrible day at all. Ooh, there's a crate over there. And a piece of scrap. Not bad. Let's take you and you. And let's just grab this building crate, which is what we're going to be needing. Nails for sure. Our fire's out, guys. I really wish it lasted a bit longer, but that does also make us need the stove quicker. We do have enough stuff to make the to build the stove. Let's see. So I will go ahead and sort this loot tonight. I'm going to put everything away that we don't need. And I'm going to grab a couple of things to, you know, craft the stove and get everything going for that as well. And hopefully, when we pick back up, we'll be able to get ourselves a stove, maybe a couple more nice things for the base. And I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.